You're all welcome to our agricultural science classes, Primary 5. On this online class today, we'll be looking at the topic tuber crops, and we'll take cocoyam and cassava. But before we continue, we'd like to have a review of our last lesson. In our last lesson, we looked at planting, and we established that planting can be on ridges or mounds. And we also established that in planting, spacing makes weeding easy. It also helps maturing easily. And we also established that planting can be done through sowing seeds, stem cutting, tuber seed, suckers. And we said growing crops are usually grown by sowing their seed in ridges or beds or on flat land, that is without a ridge. And we look at examples like soya beans, maize, and groundnuts. Today, we'll be looking at a tuber plant known as cocoyam. I believe you've ever seen or eaten cocoyam. The Yorubas call it isu koko, while Igbo call it akasi. The Agric call it inkwom, while Hausa call it gwaza. Now, cocoyam is commonly grown in wet zones. It does well in rich soil. It is a common crop in many villages' compound. Cocoyam can be boiled or eaten with palm oil, and they are sometimes fried or mashed and can be prepared as pottage. The leaves can also be used for wrapping food. Planting is usually done during the rain in May to June. One cocoyam seed is planted as a heap and covered properly with topsoil to avoid sun damage. The seeds are planted 91 to 120 centimeters apart. Some germinate between 7 to 15 days. Harvesting is done at about 8 months after planting. Then we move to the other tuber crop for today, cassava. It is an asexual plant because it's a tuber that is planted. Now, for cassava, the Hausas refer to it as rogo, while Fulani call it bai. Children at home, I want you to ask your parents to tell you what cassava is in your own dialects. Cassava is easier to plant. The yield is higher than that of yam. It even requires less labor. The farmer plants by using the stem, cutting from plants. The root of cassava can be used for human food. It may be prepared into gari or fufu. That's when it is processed. The roots are sometimes boiled and eaten with oil. Starch can also be collected from the root for industrial use. And in laundry too, starch is used. When it is processed, it is used for fabric. The roots also are fed to livestock, either fresh or boiled. And fufu is prepared by removing the coverings of the cassava roots, which are then cut into pieces. The pieces are dried in the sun and finally crushed into flour. Now, planting can be done in the month of May, that's the 5th month of the year, and the farmer should plant at a space of 120 centimeters apart on both sides of the ridge. The planted cutting will start to germinate between 7 to 14 days from the date of planting. It takes about 12 to 18 months after planting for cassava root to mature properly. Cassava roots cannot be stored after harvesting because the roots are converted into garri. But there are some common rodents of cassava. These pests are cutting grass rats, we have the bush squirrel, the giant root, etc. You will see the picture in our next lesson. And if you have any question, drop it on the platform and you will get your question or quiz at the end of the week. Thank you. Stay safe. Wash your hands always and maintain social distancing. Thank you.